Uh, Welcome to the show. This is Babblin and Dabblin. You already know we a podcast. Yeah, we babblin' and dabbling. Podcast. Yeah, we babblin' and dabbling. Babblin' and dabbling. Babblin' and dabbling. Welcome to the show. This is Babblin and Dabblin. You already know we a podcast. Yeah, we babblin' and dabbling. Podcast. Yeah, we babblin' and dabbling. Babblin' and dabbling. Babblin' and dabbling.
All right, welcome to another episode of Babblin and Dabblin. We're your hosts, Camden and Scott, as always.
Woo!
That clipped a lot, so
I'm just excited to be here.
I was excited until you took 40 minutes to take a shit.
Can't help it, man. I did the best. Dude, literally, I shit, I started to wipe, and was like, fuck. I had to sit back down and start shitting again.
Yeah.
And restart the whole process over.
I get it.
This body, it really has, there's nothing I can do about it when it decides it wants to empty the load. You know what I mean?
There's nothing I can do.
There's
probably body that I'm in control of. I have no control over the body I have control over.
I don't know. I don't think there's too many people that see me and go, that guy's got a lot of control over himself.
Yeah. We're trying to change that, man. We're trying to make you a better you.
Oh, okay.
Apparently I'm trying.
Is that what this podcast is?
Apparently I'm trying, and I'm alone in these efforts. So we doing, how's the weeks, man? My week was nothing of real significance, of course, because my life is pretty boring. It'll hit me like 40 minutes into the episode or some shit, and I'll be like, "Oh yeah, this happened this week."
No crazy people, no arguments, no slaps, given or received.
No. Oh, Rachel ate my ass last night.
Oh, nice. Was there any pre-prep for that, or it was just was it just in the moment kind of thing?
I mean, she was sitting there playing with my butt, and then all of a sudden she just started licking it. And I was like, "All right." So, I've always wondered.
You didn't know this was gonna happen. So it was.
She's been working her way up to it lately. She knows. I've always been like, I always figured she would never do it, and I was also
she just
thinking,
raw dog it? Like there was no prep or anything? Like you didn't like.
I mean, we had just got a shower.
Okay.
And everything, so it was like the time to do it, but. I've always wondered. I'm like, I don't even know if I would even like that. Like, I don't even know if I want somebody to do that, but I do.
Oh, it was okay.
It was very nice. I liked it.
Okay.
It's very good. So get your asshole licked, people. And if you have a penis, get jacked off while they're doing it.
Oh, okay. So you weren't just like,
No.
This is nice.
No. That's good. I tell you what though, Friday when I got home, like we got some new sex toys too for like our little anniversary gift thing. And we tested everything out, see if we liked everything we bought. And so for the most part it was pretty good stuff. But then we tried to just fuck after that. And everything that could go wrong went wrong.
Well, wrong.
Yeah,
I thought you were gonna be like, it's just not the same. Like, it's,
oh no. Well,
I can never go back to regular fucking now.
I'm fucking the way I felt that night. I was like, my fucking leg cramped up, my ass muscles cramped up. I fucking slipped off the bed. It was hotter than shit in the house, and I was sweating my ass off. I'm like, you know what? It's not for us tonight.
Did I ever tell you about the time that I pulled? I thought I gave myself a hernia when I was fucking, and it turned out to be I still think it was a hernia, but according to the doctor, it was just a pulled rib, or not rib. It was a pulled ab muscle, but that shit fucking hurt.
Not used to those kind of movements.
Clearly, it was. I would like to call it an old fashioned mood killer.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah. And it was I was pretty awkward about it. Not there, but like with other, because I was like, I couldn't go into work. And when I went to the doctor, she was like, "What were you doing when this happened?" And I could have just been like, I bent down and picked something up, or I did like a sit up. I did too many sit ups or something like that. But I was like, I was with a friend, and you know. And it was just super awkward. I'm always awkward. I don't try to be. It just happens. When I could just say something else. I think when I called my boss and was like, "Hey, I don't think I'm gonna be able to come into work on Monday or whatever it was," she was like, "Why not?" I was like, "I gave myself a hernia, I think." And she's like, "Oh, how'd you do that?" And again, I could have been like, I just was helping a friend move, but instead I was like, I was with a girl and something happened. She was like, "Oh, okay."
Oh, well, congratulations, I guess.
I don't know. I'm just super awkward all the time. Apparently, without I have no control over that either. Apparently, that and shitting.
These damn millennials, man, not taking accountability for themselves. All right, so what was your week looking like?
Actually, pretty great. I've got this new alarm clock now that well, it's not new. It's one I had forever. I just stopped using it. And I've been a little more late than I'd like to be at work, so I decided to reenlist the old alarm clock because my phone just wasn't cutting it anymore. Yeah. Like I would set like 100 alarms on my phone, and what I'm finding is with this alarm clock that I have to get out of bed and go to the opposite side of the room to get. I'm up, and I'm like, well, I'm already standing, so just start getting ready. Just stop. Don't lay back down. Don't snooze it. Just get ready. Because your alarm's going to go back again, and it's going to turn back on again in 15 minutes, and you're going to be pissed if you have to wake back. So just, you're up. And so I've been noticing that if I am late, it's not because I'm oversleeping. It's for some other reason. So,
You're 29, man.
how did I make it this far?
You're older than me. By a few months.
So, other than that, but I don't know. It's just been making me feel really good that I haven't been oversleeping. That I've been
still late, just not oversleeping anymore,
and less late, late, and sometimes even early. Sometimes even early.
Okay.
Not just less late, but also early.
Okay. There's some progress.
Yeah, it's an improvement, and I've been feeling really good. The only downside, I guess, is I've been drinking a lot more coffee lately since I've been getting less sleep.
Since I've been getting an appropriate amount of sleep.
Yeah, and because of the coffee, it's been giving me a little more reflux than normal. So, it was a give and take, Other than that, I've been feeling pretty good.
Pretty good. Just drink some water, man.
Yeah.
Your body will eventually just feel good.
Water.
Doesn't matter what you like.
Yeah, I know. You can look at me and tell he does not eat. He doesn't make his choices based on what's healthy for me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that. I'm just... nobody says that.
Yeah, that guy likes to eat. A lot.
Yeah. I didn't realize how small my mom's car was until we were both in it last night.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, it was pretty small.
It's tiny.
It's a process to get in and out.
Yeah, because it sits low, too. It's not fat friendly.
It is not. That's one thing I miss about my truck. Trucks are fat friendly usually.
Dude, fuck yeah, dude.
Especially when they have that little step for you. So you can just step right in. Instead of having to like do this weird lower yourself and then like turn and then
a little bitch
widget
step.
Your way in.
I got you.
That's one. Well, that's the way to call. That's something you can call it.
What we say when we compensate for our feelings. It's a little bitch step. It's like automatics or queer gears.
All right. Are we doing the queer gears? Took me a second to register. Are we doing let's do the dumb. Do you want to do the dumb thought of the week before we intro the episode?
Yeah, like we always do. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was wondering because we've been going kind of long on this tangent. Or who are you calling?
Nobody right now. I was messaging somebody that messaged me back. Is this? Yes. Where's the damn post that I made?
Oh, by the way, that clip that I was going to show you this week, I'm not going to show you because I can't find it.
All right. That checks out. All right.
While he's searching for somebody to call, you guys should.
Yeah, go for it.
I want to give a huge shout out to the One Gram Army podcast. I've been keeping up with his podcast since I've been on, and a little bit since before I got on, and it's super funny. He's a really funny guy. And
that's facts.
That last episode he did with, I don't know if he's recorded one since, but it was a live episode, and he basically just did a live react to this old...
The Wendy's training video?
Yeah, it was Wendy's, and that shit had me cracking up, dude.
Dude, Wendy's was my first job.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I saw the training video.
Oh, yeah, that same exact one?
I'm pretty sure.
They didn't update it?
They had a really old one when I started.
An old-fashioned?
Old-fashioned.
Old Ford Fusion? Old Function?
All right, we're going to call Liz. She's going to be the judge.
Okay. But yeah, shout out One Gram Army podcast. Check that out, guys.
Yeah. But fuck Graham because the Chicago Bears beat the Falcons today. Oh, sorry.
What up?
Hey, what's up, Liz?
Of course the Bears beat the Falcons.
Shut the fuck up.
That's a way to...
You're not the judge anymore. Bye.
Where's our applause?
You guys love me. It's okay.
There we go.
All right. Well, that's like almost all the way up. I need to chill out on that shit. All right. So, we've been doing dumb
What's
thoughts.
the terrible question?
No. Me and Scott are just going to share dumb thoughts. You got to say which one's the dumber one.
Okay.
So, first week, Scott won. Last week, I won. So, we're tied up. Scott's going to go first this week.
I'm going first.
Yeah, you lost last week.
Okay. Oh, yeah. That's good. Okay. All right. So mine is short and sweet. It's not that crazy, but it is dumb. I'd like to emphasize that it is dumb.
Okay.
My dumb thought of the week is if you're unsure whether God exists or not, but very sure that eggs are delicious, does that make you agnostic?
Oh my.
God damn it.
I'll repeat for those that in the back that didn't quite hear it correctly. If you're
No, we all heard.
If you're unsure whether God exists or not, but very sure that eggs are delicious, does that make you agnostic?
It made me cringe again the second time.
It's just as bad.
Get that shit out of here.
Okay. All right. My dumb thought. Say you're in a friend group. You have two friends named Rhea. But one of those friends is from the country of Ghana. So you would refer to her as Gonorrhea.
Scott's is way worse.
Yeah.
Scott's
Mine
is
is
way worse.
dumber. Yeah.
Yeah, that was probably the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
It was pretty stupid, yeah.
Wait. Oh, mine or Camden's?
Yours.
Mine.
Yours.
Wait, you can't say yours. You're talking to both of us.
Well, he asked the question. Yours was pretty bad, but I mean, Scott's was 100 times worse.
All right.
I think mine is dumber.
I need you to put
Yours
more
is just
effort into this.
worse. Yours is a worse joke.
Yours is bad.
Okay, whose joke is better? You can answer. obviously.
Camden,
Okay.
like,
What?
I love you and we're friends, but Scotty, that was bad.
Wait.
That was like 10 times worse than a dad joke. So yours was definitely more terrible.
So mine was better.
Yours was better.
Mine was better, but also dumber.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll
The
take
way
that.
you said it makes me think that's not what you said.
No, that was just like one of the dumbest things that I think I've ever heard in my life. So
Yeah, Scott's was really dumb. Yes.
it was
I
absolutely
get my
terrible.
crown back.
Yeah, you're dumber than me. Congratulations.
Yay.
Another dumb thought. Trying to put the hat on over the headphones. That didn't quite work.
My other dumb thought was maybe I'll vote for Biden or Trump.
That is a pretty dumb thought.
Well,
Take the crown back, sir.
If it makes you feel any better, Donald Trump pays less in taxes than you do.
No, that doesn't make me feel better at all.
Doesn't make me feel better at all either. Makes me want to cry a little bit and never go to work again. But it is what it is.
Yeah, dude, this got depressing as fuck. So, thanks, thanks for that.
You're welcome. That's what I do. I'm the emo kid. I ruin everything.
We should have called somebody else.
No, you've been great. We appreciate you.
You only say she's been great because she said you won.
And is that really a compliment? Scott, you're
Not really
stupider.
Scott's not even good at categories, and everybody else in the world is. So.
Hey, you haven't played categories with me since I was like a little teenager sprout, and now I'm blossoming into a bigger plant. So and smarter.
It doesn't matter because I live 1,500 miles away, so I still am
you
the
can still zoom
categories
categories.
I mean, yeah, but why would I want to do that when I'm the reigning champion?
So I can become reigning champion.
No, that's
so I can
not the way this
dethrone you.
works. No.
I don't think I was that bad.
Hey, Kim, guess what? I still know Scott's kink.
I know.
Anyways, it was been great talking to
Okay,
you.
bye.
You should tell us before you hang up.
Bye.
Bye.
Tell everyone.
No, I'm not. No.
All right. Have a good
Bye.
one.
So I am the dumber one.
Yeah, you are.
I'm reigning champion. Well,
You are dumb as shit.
am I reigning champion now? Or do I have to have 2 victories in a row to remain reigning champion?
I don't know how things work, honestly.
I'm the
We're
champion.
just making shit up as we go.
Yeah.
All right. So, Jinx.
You, Jinx, Coke, you owe me a...
Wet ass P word.
I messed that all up. I said Jinx, Coke.
Oh, man.
Pinch poke, you owe me a Coke.
All right, so that's it. Scott's dumber than I am. For some reason, I'm upset about that.
Shit.
This is bullshit. I'm stupid. So anyway, let's get into this shit. Real sad boy hours out here because I'm smart. That was loud.
It is.
All right. You're here for the first time or for another one. I don't know because I don't know who you are listening to this currently. But where you are at is Babblin and Dabblin. And where we want you to be is on our social medias. Those can be found on the internet. That's me. Okay, so you can go today to Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, all at Babblin Dabblin. That's Babblin.
Dabblin.
Facts, dog. We really out here in these internet streets. If you'd like to follow me personally, Camden, I am on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, fucking pretty much everything, I guess. All at DFlamingo187. Camden Donald Hill is my personal page on Facebook. Add me. That's where I'm active at mostly. 91Cam187 on Facebook. And what's the fucking music? SoundCloud.
There you go.
That's the one. So check me out there. Scott, where are you at?
If you guys want to keep up with my music, I make witch house and wave music and other stuff in between and around that particular genres. Those particular genres, correction. You can find me at soundcloud.com/hazardwave, spelled HAZARDWAVE. Links to my other socials are there. You can stream it on all major platforms or purchase it on all major platforms. And in addition to that, we also have a new collective Bandcamp, and you can buy my merch and music there at subgoth.bandcamp.com. Repeat, that is subgoth.bandcamp.com. I have shirts and hats and music there.
Dope.
Are we forgetting something?
Yeah, we are.
But not anymore. 'Cause I think you just remembered.
Did we remember? Yes. Yes, we did. Merchandise. It's very important that we don't forget this. And it's very important that you don't forget to go to teespring.com/stores/Babblin Dabblin and buy some of it. Get your drip on.
And we've decided to make it very customizable for all of you to choose the colors how you wish on most of them.
Yeah.
And I've made options for, you can have the car, you can have just the solid logo, all kinds of stuff. We have sweaters, shirts, long sleeve shirts with the fall and winter season coming. And I know you're going to be drinking coffee during this winter season, so we've decided to lower the price for our coffee mugs from 15 to 10. And I'm pretty sure that's going to be a permanent change to make it cheaper on you guys with shipping and handling. So get your coffee mugs.
It's because we care. We out here looking out for y'all like that. Really, Scott, he sets the prices.
Well, I just do price comparisons and shit. But
Yeah. If I set prices, we wouldn't make any money because I'd be like, whatever. What's it cost to make? Just, I don't know, like 50 cents over that maybe. It blew my mind when somebody was talking about buying one of the stickers, and then they were like, it's like a fucking $3 sticker, and after everything, it's like $7. It's like, fuck,
the shipping.
yeah. So,
That's where they get you.
so I don't know. I guess it's a terrible plug for our merchandise right there. Don't buy stickers from Teespring, I guess.
No, I mean, they look great, though.
They do look great.
You do get a nice sticker. I mean, it's, I've seen the die cut one on Liz's car, and it looks great.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's a good looking sticker, but just be prepared for the sticker shock.
The sticker shock.
Okay, so this is episode 62. Also, will be, listen, if we release it on Thursday, this is the exact day, 1 year anniversary of our first release. If we release it Friday like normal, it's a day after that. But regardless, we've been doing this for a whole year now. Oh, we've been doing it for a little bit longer than a year at this point of you hearing this. But you guys have been hearing this or had the capability to hear this for a whole year. So,
You're welcome.
that's for us and for you. This is for everybody.
Yeah, both thank you and you're welcome.
Yes. Thanks, you're welcome.
Thank you for listening. If you've been with us from the beginning, shout out to my parents who've always had my back on the podcast, or not had my back, but well, I mean, I'm sure they've had my back, but they've been listeners since the first episode, and he's always given my dad especially has always given good feedback.
Yeah, they're A1 since day one.
So shout out to my dad. Shout out to Scott's dad. Yeah,
But not Scott's mom, apparently.
and Scott's mom.
Nah, you
she's
didn't-
actually
you
been
didn't
on the
include her.
podcast, and if you haven't heard that episode, that was a great episode.
Yeah, that was a Mother's Day special. Special. But yeah, they've been week in and week out with us, man. And Marina, I think she's also been since the very beginning. And I feel like I hate trying to name people because I always feel like I'm leaving somebody out.
Yeah,
I don't want
I know.
to feel I don't want anybody to be.
I was like, I'm just
excluded.
gonna talk about my parents.
Yeah. Well, I know for sure Marina's like, you know, she's been pretty vocal about her listening. So that's shout out to those three specifically. If I missed you, fuck me then. Sorry. Whoops. You know, feel free to message us, leave a voice message on Anchor, which we've been asking you to do for a whole year now, and you haven't taken the up on that.
Not a single person
Not
in
one.
a whole year.
Yeah, I respect y'all's commitment to just ignoring us. Thank you. It makes us feel appreciated.
Not a single one of yous
Dude,
has left a voice message on Anchor.
What if I opened it up and there's one just waiting there right now?
You know, that's a possibility.
All right, I'm gonna look.
We're gonna see if we can break that year streak of y'all's.
I don't think we are. Let's see. Voice messages.
There's like 10 in there. That'd be
You don't have
hilarious.
any messages yet.
I thought so.
Yeah.
As expected.
Dude, shout out to last week though. That was a fun episode.
Oh, with Austin Lee Van
Austin.
Lanningham
Yeah, Austin and Andrew.
and Andrew Seth. Or
Austru.
Donnie Seth.
Ostrew.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
I, for some reason, got real tired like midway through.
It's probably because it was a 2-hour fucking episode.
Yeah.
We're not used to doing those anymore.
It's been a while.
I
I think
so.
speaking of which,
What's up?
the most tired I've ever gotten on episodes, I think, was I got super tired during the episode we did with Tall Trey and Juicy Jones. Is that what his name is?
Mm-hmm.
And I just remember like about an hour in, I just started deteriorating. And I was like yawning like every fucking... I tried not to do it in the mic, but I was yawning so much. And eventually I got out of it. It was a good 15-minute stretch where I was struggling to even know what y'all were talking about.
Like, I'm fully aware like 90% of the time on here, and I still don't know what we're talking about. So.
Yeah, I think that's the most tired I've ever gotten on an episode.
I was out of it with Kyle and
Josh.
Jake?
Yeah.
Jay.
Yeah, I was going to say
Newt.
that. I remember. Oh, yeah, Newt.
Yeah, I was way out of it that day.
That was a fun episode. For me.
Yeah, I was about to say, maybe. I don't know. I was there.
Didn't Brandon call you out on that too? He's like, dude.
Afterwards, yeah, he was like, we're on video now, man. You can't.
But I also at the same time, I was like, you can't really help yawning, though. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
I
not
was,
something
like,
you're trying to do
fucking
to
dead.
us.
I was over there just like, oh, man, I'm so dead. And then you were like, what, you got anything you want to say, Cameron? I'm like,
No.
please, just forget I'm here, please.
You take it away.
Yeah, dude, this is your show. This is your show today. Go with it. Yeah, that's what I hate that though, because like I want to, I want to give my best to everybody.
And sometimes you can't.
That's big facts.
Yeah.
'Cause
I mean,
my best is pretty bad already, but like
I've had some bad episodes.
you've had some in your head bad episodes too, where you thought you fucking pissed
No, I've
me
had
off.
in my head bad moments. I wouldn't say bad episodes, though. What episode was I just like not worth the shit for? Besides Sage, besides that one, because I wasn't there.
Well, that wasn't on you.
Yeah, I know. Other than that, though, I don't know. I feel like I've been pretty. Probably the tall tray one because I was so tired, and I got a little tired during the Austin Lee, but I feel like I did okay during that one.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't. My memory's bad, so I mean, I don't remember ever. The only problem I've ever had with you was getting somewhere on time. You made Rick wait for a
Yeah,
fucking
and
hour.
you broke me of that pretty quickly, though.
I tried. Because we had a rough start. This is almost not a Scott and Camden thing.
But we prevailed.
Persevered, man. Scott
Oh,
got
yeah,
his shit
persevered.
together. Well, prevailed worked too. I don't know. I'm just throwing extra shit out there, see what sticks. But it's been a fun ride. Some obvious highlights were, I guess, some of our bigger named guests, Frylock, Carrie Means, so that's the same person.
Should we go ahead and start with that then? Because isn't that one of the pod decks?
Well, one of the things is reintroduce yourself to your audience.
Well, wasn't there another one for our like top 10
Top 10
episode or
moments.
something?
Well, I mean, I don't. As I pulled that out, I
We
thought
kind of did that. In
we did that
top
top,
a little bit.
top 5, episode 50.
Let me just look through the episodes again.
But this is
just to see if there's
specifically
anything.
10 moments of the podcast, so not
10.
top 5s overall. Which I'd like to update my top 5 list for movies and put Walk Hard in there. I can't believe I fucking forgot that movie. By the way, did you watch it today?
Oh, hell no.
Fucking loser,
I haven't had
dude.
time.
Yes, you did.
Not yet, no.
Yeah, you always have time. You took a fucking 2-hour shit, dude. You could have watched it then.
Okay, so some of my favorite episodes.
Or just moments from episodes.
Moments. The first good laugh I had was on Rick Geyer's episode when he had said earlier in the episode that when he is like stressed out or upset, he tends to like just work more and get stuff done.
Mm-hmm.
And then he talked about his traumatic experience. He was like,
Oh, yeah.
he said like, what do you do when you go through? I was like, you get a lot of shit done apparently.
Yeah.
It was like, he said something. I was like, you must have gotten a lot done. I really enjoyed hearing about the the banana peel from the Boots and Cats episode. The show they played.
The show down there.
Yeah, that was fun. A lot of memes related to DJ Uh-Oh throughout this podcast have been great.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I just uploaded that one on YouTube. Check
Speaking
that
of
one out.
which, was supposed to be here with us, and then you just
He
kinda
was.
bailed on me. So I got beef with Uh-Oh right now. Still love you, but
Uh-oh, he's got beef with Uh-oh.
yeah, Uh-Oh. So, but that's it. That actually kind of works out. Probably we should do the 1-year anniversary by ourselves anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, it works out.
So beef canceled. We're good again.
Brandon Daz, I think I already mentioned this on the top 5 episode, but
Yeah.
again, his
bombing
bombing story
Yeah.
has probably been the best bombing story out of all of them.
Yeah.
I mean, we really had some strong hitters right out the gate starting this podcast. Like some really good episodes. Some of my favorite episodes are one of our first early on episodes.
Yeah. Yeah, we were too great too soon.
Our last episode of the year was Shoddy Slims. That was a great episode. That dude was so funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was real good. Acid on accident.
Yeah, shit's great, man. I really enjoyed Meme of the Decade. That was only episode 18. Wow. Holy shit.
Yeah, well, the timeline got screwed up there because we
Yeah.
started doing week of on top of backlogging. So it's like we'd record shit that was still not released while we were recording shit that we were releasing.
Oh,
because-
yeah, that's true.
So it threw things off for a bit there. But
Meme of the Decade. So I guess it technically wasn't quite. It was that early in January.
yeah, it was the
But
first
the other ones
episode
have been
of this
recorded
year.
way before that. Yeah,
Yeah.
for a while.
Because we stopped Triangle Arts in December, so anything that was recorded there was done before that.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember who was the last. I don't know. B3 we did there.
Yeah, we did B3. Lance Rodriguez.
Lance. Yep.
Billy Slum. We did that there.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went, and that's when we came back because we did Eric Tyler after that, and Zach Kitchens,
Okay.
and that was here.
Was Billy Slum the last one we did over there?
Mm-hmm. Sure was.
That was a good experience overall. Just like meeting Rick, having him on episode 2,
Yeah.
being
I
up at
would like to
Triangle
get
Arts.
him on again at some point.
Yeah, they've been doing some constructing up there.
I noticed they've been doing the little drive-through art exhibits.
Yeah.
That seems pretty cool.
Yep. He messaged me the other day. I saw his personal page on Instagram, and I was like, oh shit. So I followed him, and he was like, hey man, where you guys been at? You've been doing some updates, and everything is coming along real great. I'm like, that's dope, man. I've been seeing pictures. So if you haven't yet, honestly, I mean, like, just go out there. I don't know what the deal is right now, but it was just kind of like, you stop by and poke your head around and see all the artwork. It's a lot, and it's just all over the buildings and shit. It's a lot of dope work from.
Yeah.
I think some artists are local, some came from out of town. But it's
I gotta say, I like the space that we have here. Like, it's our space, it feels like.
yeah,
But I do miss, like, the experience of going, like, to a whole separate building and, like, and it kind of being kind of secluded, but there would be a few people there here and there that we run into that were interesting people, and all the artwork out there was really cool.
yeah,
So I miss the experience of going out there. I still like this space and prefer this space, but it was definitely good, like you said, a good experience going out there at the beginning, starting off the podcast.
yeah.
Doing a focus group the first time I got out there.
Surprise!
Interesting. Surprise focus group. As you can tell, I'm not really doing a top 10. I'm just kind of running through some of my favorite moments.
Yeah, we weren't prepared for this.
Speaking of which, Billy Slums was good. Like, I really enjoyed the. That's when I first brought out the
Warheads.
Warheads. Yeah.
Yeah,
Now that I think about it, there was another episode after that. That was the last episode there that we cut.
yeah.
We've
Not
temporarily
cut.
we've temporarily removed it from the watch
We
list.
kept it in the drafts.
Yeah.
Reverted it back to the drafts.
Until
That is Shane Street. We've already talked about him, so it's not like
Yeah.
any kind of secret. But yeah, that episode is on hold indefinitely. That is episode 27, so if you've been looking through our episode list, you'll notice that there's a gap between 26 and 28, and that's why.
Midas is Right episode was pretty funny. That was fun. That was a good one.
Yeah. Midas is a cool dude, man.
Yeah.
I did, like we talked about it, but I did music with him back in the day before I even thought about having a podcast and shit, so.
Y'all hit three. Y'all have history.
But, okay. Did you say hit 3?
I said history.
At first, though, it didn't sound like you said history at all.
Yeah, I said hit 3.
Hit 3. Okay.
I really loved the COVID Miss special, even though you weren't there for that one.
Yeah, I'm glad I wasn't here for
that one was a lot of fun.
I
That one is still up on YouTube. Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm so glad I wasn't there. Look at these dorks.
You guys can still go watch that on YouTube. I wore my Christmas onesie, not in the winter. It wasn't winter time.
That's why I wasn't here. They were like, we should do a Christmas episode. I'm like, no, fuck.
Well, it was not a Christmas episode.
It was hope.
COVID Miss special.
Yes, because people were putting Christmas lights up to give people hope during COVID. I was like, that's great, but I'm not involved. Fuck hope. Fuck Christmas.
I really enjoyed Zach. I know I've said this a few times. Really enjoyed Zach Hayes' episode. Yeah. That was a lot of fun. That dude's really funny. Go check his stand-up out whenever you guys get a chance.
For sure. He's starting a podcast too, by the way. Just shout that out.
We need to get on that.
Fuck, what was it? What the fuck was it called? Well, it's not out yet, but I'm trying to just do a good plug, which I am not doing right now.
Oh, another favorite moment? Easily in my top 10 is My Steve Harvey, or whatever that song was.
Oh, with David Watts?
Yeah. That song was amazing. And that was only we only did that area one time, didn't we? That spot?
Yeah, that was Brandon's fucking...
I forgot why we did it there. Was there something going on like here?
I think it was like the work thing, right?
It was flooded.
Yeah.
It was flooded down here.
That's right. It had flooded. Okay, Zach Hayes' new podcast is going to be called The Highly Hilarious Podcast. I believe it's him and another guy doing it together.
And I have high hopes that it will be highly hilarious.
It better be. Or we're going to kick your ass, Zach
Hayes. High
Hayes.
expectations, rather.
When we get you back down here. Well, yeah. We'll talk about that a bit. Brandon Daz actually is going to be coming in a couple weeks.
Oh, yeah.
He just released a new album called Daz Exotic.
We got to promote that shit.
You should go check it out. We'll have him in studio with us to talk about that. And just just his life in general. Catch up with him. See how things have been since last time. That's another weird thing. Is like we haven't experienced too many second episodes with the same guests.
Not often.
So
there was
Eric Tyler.
Um,
Caleb was technically a second timer with the stage episode, but he was kind of there.
Mm-hmm. Well, we've had return callers, I guess. Choice Beats a couple of times.
I'm talking about like a full length. That person specifically coming back for a second one. But that's what I figured. Like mostly we're just gonna sit around and bullshit at that point because we already interviewed him. Basically, the first time we talk to somebody, we want to get to know them more, interview them, see what they got going on, and then anytime.
And that's also for our audience as well, because they want to be able to promote themselves and what they're all about and all that.
Yeah, but then like any return visit from somebody.
Oh yeah, I want to be like showing them clips. I want to have topics we're gonna
just
talk
bullshitting,
about.
Current topics, whatever. By the way, speaking of clips, we're gonna play one real quick.
Okay, in the middle of the running through the episodes.
This is about to be a top 10 moment, buddy.
Oh, so we're doing a current top 10 moment right now.
We're creating a top 10 right now.
That's the goal, really, to create top 10 content at all times.
Message for all you liberals out there. You want my gun, my firearm? Come take it from me. Just walk through my door, come into my home, and take it from me. With your weak, soft, liberal, girlish hands. Just try to put those hands on me. Those soft, liberal hands. Put them on me, on my body. Just slowly, gently dragging your fingers up and down my arm, giving me goosebumps. You want my gun? Come kiss me for it. But not like right away. Don't be too obvious with it. Let's do that thing where our faces get close to each other. And you know what's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. You just stare at each other's lips. But you're waiting for the right signal to give yourself over to them completely. Like in a walk to remember. Come do that for my gun. Bite my lip and play with my hair. For my firearm. If you want my gun, come spank me for it. not like too hard, but like still hard, like hurt me but make me feel safe at the same time. Pussy liberals.
I fucking love that video, dude.
Yeah. Shout out Brandon Connie sent that to us earlier today, and I was like, that's got to make the episode.
Yeah, that was great.
Oh man,
that was definitely a top 10 moment.
Yeah.
Is there any sound bites we can cut from that? There's gotta be.
Oh, probably.
Oh yeah, we'll dig into it. Next episode, we're gonna bring in a soundbite from that.
Kiss me for my firearms. Spank me. Not hard, not too hard, but
Make me feel like I'm in danger and safe.
hurt me, but make me feel safe at the same time.
Exactly.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Yeah, that was fucking great. And the guy looks exactly how you think he would look based on how he sounds.
Yep.
I really enjoyed our interview with the next VP, Jew Chains.
Jew Chains.
Jew Chains.
So we're going to talk about that for a second, actually, because that was a highlight. I loved it. That was a good moment. And, boy, they did not do their part by sharing it on their end. I have a few assumptions as to why that could be. A few. Could be because we came straight out the gate with Graham's anti-libertarian ad on a libertarian podcast.
Was that...
right at the end where he goes...
It wasn't pro-libertarian, I'll tell you that.
It was shitting on libertarianism. But our reasoning behind that, because when I showed it to Scott, he was like, and I was like, I get it. Because believe me, when I first heard it before I showed you, I was the same way. But ultimately, I landed on freedom of speech, dude.
Yeah, that wouldn't be
that's
the libertarian
thing to do.
Yeah.
But I have heard people's... my buddy Mark said he shared it to a libertarian group. They removed the post from the group because of the name of the episode, which Spike Cohen himself named. Yes.
They set us up.
So,
I'm just kidding.
I also asked him what kind of music him and his wife fucked to. So, I mean, you take your pick from a list of reasons of why they wouldn't have shared it like they said they would. I think you'll come up with the answer.
But guys, that's what Babblin and Dabblin is all about. We are not going
shooting
to
ourselves
sugarcoat
in
it.
the foot.
Yeah. We actually are going to sugarcoat it. If you've seen us, you would understand what that means.
We sugarcoat a lot of things.
Yeah.
So much stuff.
Some things that probably shouldn't be sugarcoated.
Yeah. But all in all, it was a good episode. The only thing I hated about the episode was the time limits. And we couldn't get the questions in. Because, like, most of the questions we asked him exist everywhere already. And I was like, all right, I thought we could just run through those fast and get to deeper questions. But he had a lot to say about those questions.
A lot. A lot more than I anticipated.
Yeah. But all in all, it was like, holy shit, this is cool. This is a potential vice president of the country. And we're talking to him on our podcast that is less than a year old. Which is no longer the case after this episode. We're one, dude. We're crying ass little babies.
Now I've gotten through most of my favorite. I really enjoyed the wet ass P word episode. I thought that went smoothly.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
And bounce back with Mr. D. Different.
Nope, that's
no, not about. No, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Those are two different episodes.
The D is for different with Mr. Different. That episode went very smoothly.
Yeah, that was a good conversation.
Was Bounce Back another solo episode?
Yeah, that was just
us. Okay.
I named it Bounce Back because we listened to that song Bounce Back right before we started recording.
Oh, yeah. That was a good episode, too.
Had nothing to do with the fucking episode itself.
And we're almost to the end here, guys, of like these episodes. So we'll get on to the next card soon. I had one more thing I wanted to say. I really enjoyed doing that episode with Decoy. Mm-hmm. That meant a lot to me to be able to talk to him, and especially with his accomplishments in the beatboxing community.
Yeah.
Definitely was an honor to be able to talk to him about the beatboxing community.
The way that the way Gutta presented the whole Adam thing with the God stuff. Adam, nobody calls him son of God though, even though he was the first one.
That was pretty good. That was fun.
I was like straight out the gate, it was just like, well, shit. Mm-hmm. That was a good moment.
All right.
Fucking last week was a lot of good.
Yeah.
It was just a lot of funny shit last week. It was like that was our most. I think last week might have been our most conversational episode, and less kind of interviewee.
Yeah,
we asked our some of our normal questions and everything, but for the most part, we just sat around and bullshitted, which is pretty fun.
Yeah.
I still think Andrew looks like Freddie Mercury without his head on.
I can see it.
And apparently I'm the first person that's ever said that, so shout out to me.
Well, I think this is the first time he's really rocked like a really strong mustache with no other facial hair.
Yeah. Yeah, he definitely had porn star / Freddie Mercury vibes.
Ron Jeremy.
So shout out to everybody that's come through.
Yeah.
Shout out to the people that said they would come through and then didn't throughout this time.
Yeah, call them out.
I'm not gonna. They know who they are. No hard feelings. Life happens. Hard feelings, really. Actually, I take it back. Fuck you guys. Nah, I mean, ultimately, it doesn't matter. Life happens.
Yeah.
I get it. Sometimes you gotta take a 45
Sometimes you
minute
get high and forget. I forgot we had an episode today. I forgot that guy's name, but you know who I'm talking about.
Yep. It worked out, though, honestly, because Daz's episode took 2.5 hours that day. So we wouldn't have time for his episode and the other episode after that. So.
All right, let's go on to the next card.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is not Hove. My name is Camden Hill.
Hove?
Jay-Z. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Hove.
Oh, okay.
Okay, no.
Gotcha.
Yeah, all right. So, never mind. Thanks for killing that.
That went over my head. I'm sorry.
That's all right. That's okay. So, yeah. I don't even know. Did we do a proper introduction to begin with? I guess
Episode 1.
Episode 1 that nobody could hear. This is really my first introduction anyway, because they can actually hear me this time. So I guess we kind of did a TLDR the other week, like a couple months ago or so, whatever. Too. Anyway, Camden, fucking truck driver, rapist, singer,
Rapist.
comedian, now podcaster, husband, father. Real sad boy hours all the time. Any given
You did
moment.
mention truck driver, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my dad's dead too.
Ding, ding, ding.
I haven't been doing
It's
that
been a
lately.
while.
Yeah. Damn. You know, my dad hasn't been doing well. Living.
Where's the... No, I'm not going to do it. For old time's sake, you know.
Which one?
That was another moment in podcast history for us. Never quite left my psyche.
All right, so Scott, did we ever talk about that?
A little bit on and off.
Did
We
we?
have, yeah.
All right, but yeah, that's pretty much me. I'm a real simple guy. I'm more complex than I like to be. Honestly, I try to be simple, but I got a lot of complicated shit going on in my head. Podcast kind of suits me well. Honestly, all the things that I listed before I listed podcast are probably about to go away pretty soon. I'm going to focus solely on podcasting and the brand that is going to become Babblin Dabblin and everything that will encompass. So,
Like I said before, we do plan on doing more than just this podcast. We want this podcast to just simply be
this is the umbrella. Everything is going to be under the umbrella of Babblin and Dabblin, with the exception of like your sub-goth thing that you're going to start doing.
Yeah.
That's separate. That's your own thing with your label. But anything else, like if we do other, like we've been kind of toying with the idea of doing solo podcasts under the umbrella as well. Like Scott was thinking about doing
Beatbox Babblin.
Beatbox Babblin. I didn't know if you wanted to name it or not, if you were stuck on it, but yeah. So he's going to focus solely on like beatboxing and shit like that. And I have about 500 ideas trying to figure out what might be the best one that I could actually do on a consistent basis. That's the biggest problem. So that's that.
We were also wanting to do funny videos like, I'm sure you're on board for a lot of them. You know, just like skits, sketches, and all around funny content that we can release. I want Babblin Dabblin to be like an entertainment brand rather than just, comedy, just funny content for people. And our podcasts that we do are just one of the many things that we will be doing, hopefully.
Yep. So that's been the plan for a while.
It all just takes time and money to get into correctly. Planning. Which we're not very good at. You're better at than I am. You're good at planning.
Man, okay. I have my moments.
I don't like planning for anything. It gives me anxiety.
Yeah, I can see. I can tell.
I'm very spur of the moment. Usually when I have ideas for the podcast, like, hey, we should try this on it's like this episode or the next episode.
Yeah. I mean, that's good. I get like that a lot too. I have shit pop in my head. I'm like, I want to do this. I want to try this out before I lose it, before I lose the interest in it. But some things need a plan.
Yeah.
Which we really don't have one. We're making excuses for why we haven't done anything yet. We're just not good at things. And that's fine. We don't have to be good. You guys still listen anyway. We appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
This is real laid back, man. Go ahead and reintroduce yourself.
Hi. My name is
Hello, folks.
Hello, folks. Shout out to Natelin Podcast.
Yeah.
Hello, folks. Sorry. Check out the Natelin Podcast and catch up on it. You'll know what that reference means.
Yeah.
This guy named Breakfast basically said hello, folks, or something, and it stuck. Or no, sorry, his name was Brain. Bratwurst. Yeah. Whatever. Just BR and then whatever. Some people have even not been. Oh, that's a whole other thing. Anyways, so reintroducing myself. Hello, folks. I'm Scott Barnhart, and I'm a beatboxer. I make electronic music, as you heard in the earlier plug. I have a lot of anxiety issues that I attempt to overcome unsuccessfully. Sometimes, I'm doing okay. Ever since Lexapro really changed my life. I've always been obsessed with music, both as a listener and as a creator. I played in a few bands, and I haven't picked up my guitar in a while, but I just got it fixed up, so I'm going to pick it up again soon and try to cover some more songs again. Or create new ones from scratch. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Maybe I'll start a band or something. We'll see. I once had one of my comments read on the Natelin Podcast. I've also been recognized in public for being a podcaster. So that was when I got my first smell of the scent of fame. And I've been chasing that smell again ever since. It was a pretty good feeling. That's when I was also in the gym. It was a better time. I was in the gym. I was doing much better for myself. I was getting recognized in the streets. I was going to the gym. I was eating not as shitty. We'll get back to that. We're going to get back there one day.
Yeah, well, one of these days.
Speaking of which, me and Camden are going on a diet challenge or a weight loss challenge. I'm not sure when it's starting. I'm just kidding.
We're going to keep putting it off.
Yeah. I've
not the pounds, but the challenge.
I've been joking about bringing that up, like doing a weight loss challenge. And he's like, let's wait until I get a different job.
Yeah, well, that's really the thing. Once I'm back home every day, I'm going to be killing the game, dude. Right now, I have a really good excuse not to be.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine trying to maintain a good, healthy weight when I'm on the road as much as you are.
Yeah.
It'd be difficult.
It sucks.
And then when you get home, you're like, I've been working hard this week. I'm going to binge eat whatever I want. I'd imagine is what goes through your head.
I binge eat while I'm on the road. 'Cause I'm sad that I'm
on the road and bored.
on the road. Being a truck driver is depressing. If you haven't picked up on that in this year of time. And if you've been my friend on Facebook for longer than this, you know. You get it. Oh, it's so fucking terrible. It's the worst.
But it pays the bills.
Not lately, it hasn't been. Been having to overdraft my fucking bank account just to fucking get by.
Damn. Life is expensive.
Oh, you know.
What's on that last card?
It sucks. Not the card. Life. Fuck truck driving. All right, so these are questions I would ask famous person on the podcast. So we can just name who we would want to be on the podcast and what we might ask them.
Ooh, that's
So
I'm having a harder time finding out what I'm going to ask him, but I have a good idea of who I want to talk to on the podcast.
Yeah. Mine is clearly Ryan Reynolds, and the question would be, will you sleep with me?
Okay. I can dig it.
Also Rihanna. Can we have a 3-way? Ryan Reynolds, Rihanna, and me. What's up? My wife can come too. It'll be a 4-way.
Hey.
We'll skip the threesome step we've been talking about.
Go right to the
marriage.
4-way.
Right in the 4-way, dude.
But really, is that just going to be two different 2-ways? Is that what that's going to devolve into?
Nah, we're gonna have like a square going on, like
like
a whole lot of oral,
just in a circle or in a square.
I mean, maybe kind of a circle. We might put a little flexibility in there. We might put a little bend in it.
So you're all going to be on your side? I think you'll have to be on your side to pull that off.
It'll be on the side. I mean,
well, no.
We could stand up. I mean, honestly, it's going to be harder. We'll have to put Ryan Reynolds and Rihanna up top. They're probably more athletic than, especially me. Shit.
It's a lot of holes and things going in the different holes.
Yes. Nah, but I try not to think too much about this because I have a bad habit of daydreaming, so I can get kind of stuck in that. So I've been kind of forcing myself not to get too ahead of ourselves. But
there's got to be more than just Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, I mean that was a joke. I wouldn't ask him to sleep with me anyway.
Yeah, you would.
Not on the podcast.
Of course you would.
Afterwards.
Afterwards, in private.
Serious. Hey, okay, look, that's all done. So what's up, dude? So I mean, you trying to get this going? There, like certain people I know I would like to talk to, like various comedians and musicians.
What are some that stand out? That's more than just would be cool. Like, you really want to speak to them.
I've been thinking about this. Okay, so, like, as much as we both like Nate Bargatze, I don't think he would be good to be on our podcast.
Not yet, anyways.
No, period. As vulgar as we are, he's completely clean. His whole podcast is clean. His fans enjoy him for being clean.
I would still love to talk to Nate Bargatze.
I mean, it would be cool for us,
Yeah,
but it wouldn't work.
I don't know. I don't think he would care. He's really good friends with Big Jay Okerson, and Jay Okerson's super not clean.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, as far as, like...
He doesn't have to be vulgar. I mean, we can still be vulgar.
But some people have that in their heads, like, oh, you're doing this, and now they're going to think...
Yeah.
It's a weird thing being in entertainment. There's, like, a lot of shit that happens that you wouldn't think would happen. And, I mean, I haven't personally experienced, but I've heard stories of that kind of shit. Like, it could hurt his brand to be associated with somebody that's, like, super vulgar. And, I mean, the Big J thing, it's like, all right, he's probably not going to have any real repercussions of it. But
I'm saying that aside, just so you would want to talk to him, though.
Yeah. I'm probably overthinking it too because of the whole Spike Cohen thing.
Yeah. And just to be clear, Spike Cohen's not the only one to not share our podcast after being on the podcast and saying he would share it. There's been several people. I would reach to say most of them.
Yeah, well, none of them really said they would share it. They just were happy to do this show. And
there's been a few of them that said they would share it and didn't.
Yeah. But anyway.
I digress.
That's showbiz.
That's showbiz, baby.
I'd like to talk with Theo Vaughn.
Oh, hell yeah.
See where that goes, because he's just so fucking off the wall. I feel like that would be like a good matchup.
Yeah, I feel like I'd be so nervous. But I'm trying to put that stuff aside. Like, who do I want to talk, regardless of whether we're ready or not, you know, people that we would want to talk to, you know, regardless. So you got Theo Vaughn. We got Nate Bargatze.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Anyone else coming to mind?
Oh, I've got tons of people I would just like to talk to. I mean, I thought you were.
I
thought you were gonna jump.
Oh, you want to go back and forth?
Well, I'm like 3 up right now.
Okay. All right. I got you. Okay, so for me, I would absolutely love to have a conversation with Louis C.K. That would be amazing to talk to, because the way his brain works and the way he constructs his jokes and his material is just genius to me. And there's no other comedian to me that's like on his level in the sense of the way he, and that could just be because it's my type of comedy and the kind of comedy I enjoy. But to me, there's such a genius to the way he puts together his acts. And I'd really I feel like I'd have a lot of fun picking his brain and talk to him about things. So definitely Louis C.K. I've been really wanting to get a rap battler on. I would love to talk to Carter Deems. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Carter Deems or Iron Solomon. That would be a lot of fun. Maybe Disaster, but that dude's too crazy. And there's probably a handful of others that I would like to talk to as well. But definitely Carter Deems would be my favorite pick out of that bunch.
Yeah. I don't know any of those people. I don't hear about battle rap at all. I know my next pick. You've already said you never listened to him.
Yeah.
It's Yellow Wolf.
Oh yeah.
I talked to his mom. We were gonna interview her, and then that just didn't pan out, which is fine.
That would have been an interesting interview.
Yeah, but Yellow Wolf specifically, I do have one question, and I would like to know what the fuck happened between him and Royce the 5'9". If you're familiar with the story of that, then you understand. But if you're not, whatever. Something happened. They used to be label mates on Eminem's Shady Records, and then they weren't. And then, not a couple months ago, back in like beginning of the year, maybe late last year, Royce released a song and dissed Yellow Wolf, like called him out by name. No, neither side said anything about the incident as to what brought it on. There was a speculation made by DJ Vlad, who does Vlad TV or whatever.
Okay.
And he said that it was because Royce sent an artist down to work with Yellow Wolf in Nashville to record, and while he was there, Yellow Wolf and his DJ were both using the N-word around him, and it was a black artist, so he's hanging out. Yellow Wolf and his DJ, both white, using the N-word. Dude said, I don't want y'all using that word around me. And they were kind of, the story goes, I don't know if any of this is true. I'm just repeating what's been said already. He told him, hey, don't say that word, blah, blah, blah. And they were just like, you just got to get used to it. That's how we talk, kind of shit. So it's like, if that's the case, that's, real shitty.
Yeah.
But neither side spoke up on it, so that's not really like a story I want to run with, because one, it's not something I want to believe, and two, it's like, this is DJ Vlad saying that he heard from a guy who heard from a guy who heard from a guy kind of deal, so it's like, okay. So I'd like some clarification on that situation in particular.
Hell yeah. I'd also really like to talk to Jonathan Davis from Korn.
Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be cool.
Chris Motionless from Motionless and White, because he's a really interesting dude. Who else is there? There's so many.
I want to interview Jamie Johnson.
Never even heard of him.
The country singer. We just talked about him last week.
Did we?
Yeah.
Maybe y'all did. I don't think I had any input.
You were here for it.
Yeah.
Because I said something about it, and Austin brought up how he's got a single called Macon, and he's talking about Macon, Georgia. Because he did the In Color song.
Yeah. I know I definitely got another one, by the way.
Okay.
Jimmy Johnson, though.
Yeah, he just makes really good music.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind having a conversation with him. Asking him what the fuck's wrong with him, why he likes making so much.
Yeah. I'd really like to talk to Ethan Klein from the H3 Podcast. He's definitely one of my inspirations when it comes to podcasting and comedy in general. I mean, he's just a really funny dude and interesting guy. And like I said, like an inspiration. Honestly, he's the reason I got into He's the first big podcast that I started listening to, was his. And I was listening since there was like only like less than 50 episodes, I think, when they had just started. And now they're on like well over 200 episodes. And just the way they've grown too is like they started like I've watched all the different changes they made going from a live podcast to recording it as if it was live, but then uploading it later just to make sure it doesn't get claimed. And now they've gone from doing one episode a week to like now they're trying all these different things, and they're doing like 4 episodes a week now. They had this one called Content Court, where literally he like dresses like a judge, and then he has 2 people like they had to talk about a particular YouTube channel or person, and they charge them with these different things like exploitation of so and so, clickbait titles, bad content, harmful content, this and that, and they go through all these different examples, and it's really funny. And they also do another live one again called After Dark, where they actually go through and they don't censor anything. And the reason they're able to do that is because they started a Patreon, or not a Patreon. They have YouTube memberships, like people can become members now, and that way they don't have to worry about videos getting claimed. So they would normally censor certain things or not. And on the After Dark, nothing gets censored pretty much, unless they're like doxing somebody,
Yeah.
But yeah, that's like the darker stuff they show on that show. And then they and just all kinds of stuff they're doing, and he's an inspiration, and I want to talk to him. Yeah. And then there's a list of just other podcasts, like, Ryan Sickler, Tom Segura, Bert Kreischer. I'd probably like to talk to.
I don't think
It'd be a lot of fun. He would be.
it's gonna be a train wreck.
Oh, of course. Bobby Lee, that would be a train wreck too.
Tom Segura and Ryan Sickler would be good interviews. Bert's just kind of like fucking off the wall, like not the same way as Theo Von. I want to interview mainly rappers as far as musicians are concerned.
Yeah.
So like 2 Chainz.
I would love to talk to Johnny Polygon. I don't know if he still makes music or not, but the music he made was really good.
Okay.
I don't know if I ever showed you Johnny Polygon or not, but
I think you did on the way back from Lawrenceville.
maybe. Doubt it.
No, I'm pretty sure you showed me.
Oh.
Because we were just kind of going through music on the way back. But yeah, 2 Chainz, he probably wouldn't be there for that episode because he smokes a lot of weed. He'd probably want to sit that one out.
I don't know anything about 2 Chainz either. I mean, it would be cool, I guess.
Yeah.
But I have no investment in 2 Chainz. I don't know.
I'm going to have to start a separate podcast where I interview all the weed smokers alone. But yeah, 2 Chainz. I wouldn't mind interviewing Kanye West. That would definitely be crazy. And a train wreck.
Yeah.
But I have respect for Kanye, even through his whole MAGA phase where he was like acting like he was a Trump supporter just because he had an album coming out soon. He's a clout chaser. But his music, man, besides Jesus is King, I fucking hate that album. But his other music is good stuff. Big Sean, I like him.
Did you have MGK on the podcast?
Yeah, I interview MGK. I like MGK. Another one I like to interview B.O.B. I reached out actually, and they were like, nah.
They actually said nah.
His manager was like, we're doing limited interviews. I was like, yeah, okay. Limited to people that aren't us.
Limited to people with a little more clout than us.
Yeah. I was like, oh, we got Shotty Slim. Come on, man. We're connected. You
We
want
had
to do
one
it?
of y'all.
Yeah. And then you're the manager. Come on, I'll interview you, and then we work our way up. His manager's pretty cool. TJ Chapman. He's a pretty big DJ and manager and everything. And he has like a live music submission thing I've been on a couple of times on Facebook and shit. And he just plays people's music on the spot. People in the comments can give their reviews. He gives his reviews and shit like that. It's a pretty good show. I'm trying to think of who else. There's other people.
Kid
out there.
Boga, for sure. It'd be a lot of fun to talk to.
Oh, your YouTube scammer guy?
Uh-huh.
Your scammer?
Yeah, scammer. Rhett and Link.
Yeah.
Fucking Rhett and Link would be amazing to talk to.
We got the Rhett's from here too, so that's cool. Talk about that.
Well,
He's born here.
Yeah.
Whatever. He admits to it. He doesn't
Yeah.
hide from it. He's from, I guess you would say he's from North
Macon.
Carolina, but he was born in,
Macon.
Middle Georgia. Yeah, Macon. Ken Shamrock, he was from here too. The wrestler? Yeah. That'd be cool.
Pinch Coke. You owe me a poke.
All right, so our 1 year anniversary is also the end of this podcast.
Yeah.
So thanks for being with us.
What do you feel like you've gained from doing this podcast for a year now?
Not fucking clout.
Really? I feel like you've gained a little bit.
Not enough. I need more. Give me more. I'm a little more confident, I think. It's easier for me to just start talking. Whereas I used to overthink and be quiet more.
Yeah.
It's definitely, like, this and comedy have both made me try to be more aware of my surroundings, but not in a good way, just for content. I try to pay attention.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
yeah.
I mean, that's a silver lining to everything, you know?
Yeah, well, you know, most people, when they make that, they're like, I'm trying to be more aware of my surroundings so they can live more in the moment. I'm trying to make a quick buck off of it.
Well, this ain't a quick buck. This has been, what, over an hour now?
This is a slow nickel, dude, not a fast quarter. But yeah, that's it. I'm still pretty socially awkward and, you know, anxiety ridden and stuff like that. But I feel like I've got more confidence in myself. It really helps that we built the brand on just being stupid, because that makes it a lot easier to just get my thoughts out.
Yeah. What are some of the goals you think we should have? Short-term goals we should have for this time next year?
Oh, this time next year?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm bad with goals. I'm terrible with goals.
I am not goal-oriented.
Nah.
Not very driven.
We're the wing it kind of people. We plan certain things out. Like, as far as guest bookings, I try to book, you know, weeks in advance to just have a set schedule, so we kind of have an idea what's coming down the road. Other than that, it's kind of just go with it, man. Whatever happens, happens.
I got you.
We need help with marketing though, because I'm not gonna. I don't know.
I think where I would like to see us this time next year is I would like to see us having a well-established video format for our podcast, like actually doing video podcast.
Yeah.
Not just audio only on video. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Live action podcast.
I think not being able to see us is a lot of the reason people listen.
I don't know about that.
They don't have to look at our fucking faces.
Yeah, it's not a bad point. I also think that I would like to see us. Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
stop?
dude. It was an accident. I didn't think it would do it another time. I would like to see us putting out other content besides just the podcast and the channel.
Yeah.
And on a semi-consistent basis, maybe not like weekly, you know, but we're trying to get something in like once every couple weeks, maybe.
Most of my goals are numbers oriented, which I'm trying to stop because it's like, I mean, it's important, but it's not the main focus.
I've always, if the content is good, the numbers will come. Is me. So I'm more content oriented. Like, what else? What can we do, or you know, what should or could we do to make the brand better? You know what I mean? And I feel like the numbers will follow.
Well, I'm thinking podcasts alone, like, it was half-assed serious, but, like, also, I knew that we weren't doing enough to make it possible, but, like, by the end of this year, I said I wanted to break 100,000 total plays. We're not going to do that, but, you know,
we did break 1,000.
We broke 3,000.
Exactly.
Something.
We blew that out of the water.
Yeah, so.
The fact that I think we do have some dedicated listeners. Like, we have some retention. Like, people that listen tend to listen again.
Yeah.
I think that says a lot. Or I'm not necessarily says a lot, but I'm proud of that we've created content that people don't mind continuing to listen to on a weekly basis.
That's good content. I'm not even hating on what we do. It's stupid a lot of the times, but it's good content. We're really doing a good fucking job here.
Yeah. I'd like to think that we try to. You know, we don't always hit it on the head, but...
Bro, I mean, you know, some people wish their best day could be our worst day, so I'm just saying, dude.
Really? I hope so.
I don't know, but it's fucking facts.
I really hope people don't feel like that about themselves. But
I don't know.
I'll take it as a compliment.
Nobody said that to me. That's just me, you know, bigging us up, dude.
Yeah. I'm definitely glad that we went through with this and decided to keep it going. It's been a good experience.
Glad you started showing up on time.
Yeah, me too.
And then today you were late at your own house because you had shit.
Yeah, it's not my fault, man.
It's your fault.
There's nothing.
Eat better. There's nothing I can do. Change your diet.
That's not fair, man. And usually when I'm
Don't corner me with facts like this.
Usually when I'm dieting, I'm shitting even worse.
Because your body's trying to get rid of all the fucking bullshit.
The toxins, as people like to say.
You stick with it, eventually you stop shitting so much. When I was dieting, I got to a point where I was constipated. Not healthy, but, you know, I'm just saying, I didn't shit very often at all at one point.
By the way, I don't think Camden has watched it yet, but you guys listening should watch the Boys. The new season is ongoing right now, and it's amazing.
Yeah, I saw the trailer for it. It seems like something I'd be into.
So good.
I'm gonna probably watch it.
Should we wrap this thing up? Are we at an hour yet?
We are over an hour.
Oh wow, that went by quick.
But that's us. We really had no preparation. I just realized I'm like, shit. This week is our 1 year anniversary. We should probably do something.
Well, like I said, we had a guest in mind that we wanted to get on.
He reached out to me and said, "When can I come back on?" And I was like, "This week, actually. We don't have a guest." And then we still didn't have a guest.
So we've kind of just been in limbo as far as what we're going to talk about, because either A, we're going to have him on, or B, it's just going to be us, and we weren't really prepared. So if we kind of weren't at our A game this episode, we don't apologize, because that's just what we do, man. We're doing the best we can.
Yeah. That's it, man.
Were you about to say something else and you forgot to? But that's it, man.
Well, I'm trying to. It's your turn to name the episode, but I have a stupid episode title already, kind of just prepared to go.
Oh,
we gotta wait. But
all
right, we're back.
We had to discuss something.
Emergency meeting.
So I think I figured out what I want to name the episode. And it's really clever. You're gonna love it.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it when he told me when he came up with it.
Well, that's why we had to meet it, so I could tell him, just to make sure it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I want to name this episode.
You think you better wait?
What?
We gotta get an outro.
Okay.
That's been another episode of Babblin and Dabblin. Scott's a title stealing, credit stealing son of a bitch. Just so you know that going into this. But it's his turn to name it, so I'm going to let him do it. We appreciate you guys again, and girls, and non-gender conforming people of the world that may be listeners of us. I don't know. If you are, welcome. Thank you for being here. Love you all. Again, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. We can be found in all those at Babblin Dabblin. That's BABBLIN.
DABBLIN.
Merchandise, teespring.com/stores/Babblin Dabblin. Spelled the same way. You can also find it on our Facebook page. It's pinned to the top.
We need to make some business cards. Nope. I've been noticing that's an issue. Like when I'm out in public and I'm telling people about the podcast for whatever reason it comes up, I have nothing to give them. I'm like, it's BABBLIN, DABB. Like they're not going to remember all that. So
it's Babblin and Dabblin. Just tell them that. You'll see a fucking alien and a flamingo. You know it's us.
I'm going to look into making some business cards.
All right. What's that one company? Vistaprint. You get
something like that.
100,000 million fucking business cards for 10 cents. Dude, fuck Taco Bell for taking everything off their menu.
Fuck Taco Bell, period.
Yeah, you hated them anyway, so.
Yeah, I never liked them.
Okay,
well, I used to when I was a kid. But they just progressively have been going downhill.
Yeah. So anyway, that was a nice little ending note there. Fuck you, Taco Bell. Why are you doing this to us in the worst year of ever? Well, at least any of our lives, probably.
Should I end the episode?
That's it. Thank you guys for being here. First time listeners, welcome. Return listeners, welcome back. As always, Scott's gonna name this episode.
I feel like I was out of it this episode, man.
I think we both were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just really we're doing the best we can, guys.
Happy birthday, us.
Yeah. So
we did that.
Without further ado, I'm gonna name this episode "Go Poddy, It's Your Birthday."